excited to do this reading for you today. We're going to do a fun reading on who is the next soulmate coming in for you. This is intended to be a romantic reading. Of course, soulmates don't have to be romantic, but probably gonna try and do it with that intention set. May or may not be what comes through. We do have romance oracles as your focus. So this is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'm going to try and not mess it up this time. I do have a tendency to get my piles out of order. But we will pull pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so I'll give you a moment here if you want to pause the screen. Otherwise, I will see you in your timestamps, which are in the description box below. Hello, everyone who chose pile 1. This is your lover's oracle that you were drawn to. And your message on the back says healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So whatever soulmate is coming in for you is going to, it's going to be a very healing relationship for you. And either or, but probably I'm thinking both are true. Your soulmate is going to be quite a healing person. They could be either in a healing profession, something to do with physical healing, like medicine or pharmaceuticals or energy work or massage, or they just could be an empath, a healing presence, someone that people find quite calming. But yeah, just this relationship is going to be like a soothing balm for you. Just over, both of you all will be really renewed by each other's presence. So first we're going to pull some tarot to see how you will know that you've met this person, how you guys are going to meet. So how is pile number 1 going to meet this soulmate? How are they going to meet this soulmate? Please, Spirit, how's pile 1? We've got the Knight of Wands coming out first. How is pile 1 going to meet this soulmate? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. How is pile 1 going to meet this soulmate, please, Spirit? Pile 1 meet this soulmate. Okay, then we have the Page of Wands. Pile 1 going to meet this soulmate, please. Spirit, how is pile 1? Shake at the camera, sorry. Pile 1, how are you going to meet this soulmate, please? The Page of Swords. Oh, okay, 2 more. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords coming out together. Okay, how is this relationship going to unfold for you? I think they want one. Oh yeah, I'll take these back 4 actually. So was it just going to take the very back of deck energy, but I think we're going to take these. I like to have a complete reading here. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups, Judgment. Okay. So how are you going to recognize when you meet this person, or how are you going to know that this is the soulmate we're talking about? So when you first meet this person, they are going to come on really strong, really flirtatious, maybe over the top, and you're going to be in a place where you are not either wanting a relationship or looking for that type of relationship, or you may be in a relationship and they're kind of overstepping their boundaries with you, or just you're not seeing them in a light where you're interested in them in a flirtatious way. And you are kind of like, you're the page here where you're like, okay, look, you're kind of cute. I appreciate your energy, like it's flattering, but I'm not kind of interested in all that. And so it kind of puts a stop to the relationship moving forward at first, and puts your soulmate in an energy, like in a place where they kind of have to move into this Page of Swords. They kind of have to just watch you from a distance, maybe online. They watch your social media, they talk to your friends, however they can get information on you. They do, but they back off. You know, they kind of pull back in this energy, and but they don't give up because they sit in this Knight of Pentacles energy with the Two of Swords, where they're like, I'm gonna keep making plans. I'm gonna try and come forward when I can. I'm gonna keep thinking about pile number one and how I can make this work. But you know, I'm gonna hedge my bets moving forward. I do want to work this out. They're maybe gonna wait for you to break up with whoever you're with, or wait for something to shift, so that they can maybe make this work. But it's gonna be kind of not fun for them, which is maybe why this relationship does need this healing energy at first when you all do come into union, because as soon as they can, as soon as the opportunity presents, and perhaps, you know, maybe you all have a falling out at some point, but there is a point where there is a renewal with the Knight of Cups, and there is a love offer being able to be brought back in, and there is a reunion with the Six of Cups of a soul connection, and it does it makes it where you all are able to come into a union. So it is possible too that this is a person from your past. For some of you, not all of you, it doesn't super scream that, but it is a potential for some of you. So yeah, this person is someone that you will have some ups and downs with, but overall there is quite a bit of passion and emotion here. So let's get some indicators of what this person's personality is going to be like. How will you, what will they be like? How will you identify them? So what is Pile 1 Soulmate going to be like? What can you tell us about them? Pile 1 Soulmates. Okay. We have the Bardo, the Underworld, the Temple, Agape, and the Father. Okay. So your person, your soulmate here, and I want to take that since it flipped off, the Heart. Your person has to, your soulmate is someone who has had to undergo and transform a lot of dark energies in their life. They are someone who has overcome challenges, and that is perhaps why they are such a healing presence for so many people, because they are able to take negative experiences and use them in a way to help others and make them a spiritual gift for the world. And they have it almost like they're kind of like a storyteller and type. They're kind of charming almost in a way, but like in an edgy way. So like they're that person at the party that tells that has everybody's attention, is telling the funny jokes, and everyone's laughing, but then they tell that one kind of off joke where everyone's kind of like, oh, well, that was unexpected, that was a little darker than we all thought, and everyone laughs, but they're kind of like, are you okay? But they do have this spiritual side to them that is present all the time. People can sense, you can sense about them that they are a very awoken person. With Agape, they have a lot of emotion and love to give, and they are a protective provider type of person. They may literally be a parent of some type, especially if they are masculine. coming in for you, but that doesn't have to be the case. But they are someone who is has learned through their journey how to be open to love and have a more open heart space. Let's get some more indicators. What is your person going to be like? And that might be part of what your journey with them is, teaching them how to open their heart space. Good vibes. Power ones. Slow down. I promise this deck isn't all sloths. Maybe your person really likes sloth. Am I taking crazy pills? What is pile one's soulmate like? We have the camera. And a lazy day. Okay, so I get the sense almost all of the sloth cards came out. I really don't have that many in here. So I think your person is kind of a chill person, to be honest. And even with like the am I taking crazy pills, I don't always read that card that way, but I think your person just wants to like, is the type of person who's like, let's just relax, let's take it slow, let's enjoy our day, let's chill, let's take a chill pill. And they're someone who wants to like reminisce about life and wants to enjoy the moments and take their time with life and with you and with your relationship, and they're going to be a very appreciative type of person to be with. What is pile one's soulmate like? What can you tell us about pile one's soulmate? Always do your best. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. So your person is someone who's worked really hard on not making, oh goodness, not making assumptions, not putting their expectations on people, and not trying to force their viewpoint onto others. In life anymore, and it may also be someone who is a master of words and storytelling. Again, is kind of coming through with that card as well. Don't take anything personally. Be immune to others' opinions. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. And your person is not influenced by what other people think. They kind of do their own thing, and that's with this Bardo and Underworld energy. They've been through their own stuff, and the opinions of other people don't really like affect them. They kind of shake things off very easily. They're like, yeah, what you have to say doesn't really faze me because I've been through a lot worse than anything you can say about my shirt or whatever. You know, your small opinions, or they're kind of doing their own thing, and whatever other people have to say just doesn't really factor into how they view themselves, and that also is why they're such a relaxed kind of chill energy. And then don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We have agreed that it is not safe to ask questions, and we have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. Your person is a good communicator. They're going to be someone who's able to effectively tell you what they want and what they feel, and is going to speak clearly with you, and they're not going to like play mind games or be subtle. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Your person is going to have fun with you, wants to have fun with you. And with the Knight of Wands being the first one out, that makes sense that they're going to come on really strong. Because they are, at heart, really playful person. Abundance. You've done the work, abundance now flows to you. Your person is someone who comes off as an extremely abundant, happy, joyful person on the surface. And even though they do have this undercurrent of pain and edge to them, they have dealt with it and in a pretty effective way. And people only see the good that they have. Put away the computer. Working less and having more fun will help strengthen your relationship. Your person is not someone who's going to, not that they're not a hard worker, but they're not going to be someone who is in the office 24/7 overworking. You know, they know how to enjoy their life and not let it pass them by. They're the type of person, your soulmate is going to know, like, your life is about the journey, not the destination, right? If you have all the money, but you never enjoyed the days with your family, then what was the point, right? Pile one's soulmate. Dreams. Yeah, your person is a big dreamer at heart. They they do have this, like, quality to them that they kind of inspire a lot of people to kind of think bigger in life, because they are so open and playful and accessible. That's the word I'm hearing. They're accessible, and so they kind of have such a fun kind of carefreeness about them that it makes, like, they kind of like have this, like, oh, dreams can come true vibe around them. Courage. Yeah, your person has gone through a lot in life. We've talked about that. And they are really a courageous person because they have had to be to overcome the things that they've overcome in their past. But I don't think that they would call themselves that. Generosity. And your person is a very generous. Your soulmate is going to be very generous with their time and their feelings and their energy and probably even their money. They seem like they're someone who's not going to be hung up on material items or things like that. You know, almost no pentacles came out except when it came to being patient about waiting to make things work with you. Pile ones. Well, let's speak of it, and it shall appear. The Capricorn, they are a hard worker on some level, though, or they could just have Capricorn in their chart somewhere. But they do value structure and discipline in certain areas of their life. So it's not like they won't do it. You know, and Capricorns get a bad rap. They may have a Capricorn Venus, so they may show their love for you by showing up with acts of service and being there consistently, showing up in the present every day, doing little tasks for you, because that's how a lot of Venus Capricorns like to show their love. You know, they're putting in the work for you every day, making sure you have a happy home, you know, a stable life, that you have everything you need, right? But they're not always like big over the top gestures of romance. And Pisces coming out. But at the same time, this person can be emotionally invested, and that's the dreaminess coming through too, fantasy. This person could have a very active fantasy life with you. If you catch my drift with that, they want to explore, like, your shared dreams, like what would make both of you all happy, in both the romantic and home sectors. Okay, pile one's soulmate. Okay, so Libra coming out here. At the same time, your person is pretty good about being fair and balanced when it comes to things. Making decisions. They want to find balance, especially when it comes to your relationship. They want things to be 50-50. You know, they don't want one person to be giving more than the other, taking more than the other. And they also desire things to be happy. You know, they don't want someone to feel left out in a situation. And we also have the third house coming out. This is, the third house speaks a lot about, like, how building up, like what's around you. Hold on, let me check. Okay, yeah, I always get the third house and the fourth house kind of confused a little bit. Okay, so the third house is like how you connect with the world around you a little bit. So it's like your person, your soulmate's gonna be really sociable. You know, it's kind of like when you're talking about, they're kind of the life of the party, but they want to do it right. They don't ever want to make you feel like they're being out socializing without you or without. They don't want you to be left out in that situation with Libra being right next to that. They want it to be balanced. They want it to be done the right way. You know, they don't ever want you to think they're going out having a good time without you or hanging out with people for the wrong reasons. So, how one's soulmate? What can you tell us about them? Okay, we have lighten your load. Yeah, your person, your soulmate, that's kind of what this relationship is going to do. When they come in for you, when you all come into union, they want to kind of help you to do that in your life, because that's what they've done for themselves, and out throughout their life. That's kind of their whole modus operandi here, is like, they're like, you know, it doesn't have to be so hard. You don't have to be so stressed. And inspiration. This is kind of them. They are an inspiring person. Even if they don't think that about themselves, they definitely are, because it's like they, because of, I thought I almost threw my cards on the phone. Because of how they're able to just portray this happy-go-lucky, abundant person who is carefree, but somehow still kind of cool and edgy. Like, people just see them as being a cool person, a fun person to be around. And they are inspiring. We have making a choice, number 30. And then we have number 6, mountain. Both of these cards talk about how sometimes it's a lot easier to just relax and go with the flow. Like with the mountain, it's like a lot of times we think we have to climb a mountain or chisel through a mountain, when it's a lot easier to just go around. And the same with the making a choice card. It's about like how we spend so much time agonizing over a path, a fork in the pathway, that we don't realize that we waste our life standing at a fork, when we could have had a magical experience either way, or even we could have had a devastating experience one way, but we still would have grown. Instead, we stood there for so long that we never moved forward. But both cards kind of signify the same thing to me about your soulmate, is that like, they're someone who's like, I'm not going to sit here and do nothing with, you know, my life, I'm not going to agonize over things I can't change. I'm going to move forward. They're that type of person, that type of energy coming through. Like, they're like, I'm just me, and I will move forward. I will do what I can, and I'm not going to make it harder on myself by agonizing about things I can't change. So they're a really cool person, to be honest. I'm really into their energy. I feel like you'll be really happy to be with them it seems like when you meet them, you'll be a little frustrated by them. But when you finally do come into union with them, I think you will find them to be so refreshing and comfortable to be around. So what is Pile One's soulmate? What is their feminine energy like? Because everybody, whether we're male or female, we have both. So what are their feminine qualities like? What are their feminine energy aspects like? Okay, so we have transcendence, expression, love. Trying to get her not to be blurry. And individuality. So yeah, they are on their feminine side, they are very, again, which we talked about it a little bit up there with that temple card. They are someone who is spiritually accepting. They may even be someone who is into tarot readings or meditation or yoga or something like that. They are someone who is a little bit different, and they don't mind telling people that, but they are very open and accepting and loving of the people around them, and they don't make anyone feel left out. They're very welcoming. So on their masculine side, what is Pile One's soulmate like on their masculine side? On their masculine side. That was like half the deck. That's too me. Masculine side, please, dear. One. Let's see more on their masculine side. I think that might be enough. Okay, so we have Vishnu, balance, Zeus, leadership, and we have Nuada, perfection. So they are someone who, on their masculine side, they are very good at being in charge when they need to be. They're fair, they're balanced, but at the same time, they may sometimes, when they have to be, because I feel like your person doesn't naturally want to be in charge, they may actually be someone who's more in the feminine energy, whether they're male or female, they may lean more towards their feminine energy. And when they have to be in their masculine energy, they may be a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to getting tasks done. They may want everything done in a particular way. That could, be why they don't like to be in their masculine energy, because they may kind of, it may pull them out of their, like, zen kind of feelings, and they don't really like being like that, because, if you look at his face, he's kind of stressed out, He looks stressed out to me anyways. But it seems like they do at the same time try and balance that out, and they are not completely overtaken by that perfectionism that resides in them, but it is there, and they do know that they have that. So overall, they are a very evolved, kind of loving person who just does. It seems like they've done a lot of work on themselves, a lot of shadow work, and they're okay sitting with, you know, kind of darker energies in themselves, and they're also okay expressing love. So let's go ahead and pull, what are some messages that your soulmate would say to you? What do they want you to know? Pile 1, what does your soulmate want to say to you? I feel so much harmony, or beauty, harmony, and sweetness and shelter between us. I can't talk anymore, goodness. You are so precious to me. What does pile 1 soulmate want to say to them, please? Everything you've ever said to me, I've taken to heart, or everything you ever will say to me, I will take to heart. It's easier to stay away now than to lose you later, and that maybe that period where they back off and kind of watch you. They're like, I'm not going to push this. Pile 1 soulmate say to them. Past life connection. They may feel strongly that you all have shared lives before. 6 of Cups being in that reading, that can always indicate that as well, that is a past life connection. What does your soulmate have to say to you? The separation is killing me. Again, that could be that period that showed up. Back of deck, you send me mixed signals. You may not do that, but they may have felt that way. They may feel that way at that point. Pile 1 soulmate. Your family won't like me. Again, where they're kind of a different person. They may worry. They may have fears that they're too different. You know, you all could be from quite different backgrounds to one another. Pile 1 soulmate. Oh, got quite a few there. We'll take them. Okay. Do you think about me too? I lie awake thinking about our future. I'm ready. You have so many choices and options. And then seek professional advice. So maybe during that period of separation, they are going out talking to trying to get, if not, you know, maybe they're actually getting help from someone professional, or they're just talking to friends and family trying to get, you know, opinions on what to do. Are there any songs that the Pile 1 soulmate would want them to know that they feel toward Pile 1? Any songs? Oh, there's one. This is one of my favorite songs, to be honest. It's I get a little bit Genghis Khan. I don't want you to get it on with nobody else but me. It's Genghis Khan by Mike Snow. It's a really cute song, actually, even though it sounds kind of possessive. It is a little possessive, but it's like playful and fun. And I feel like your person kind of would play it for you as a joke almost. It's a fun song. I feel like look it up and see if there's any. It makes me laugh when I hear it. Let's get an angel number for me, Pile 1. Okay, so we have 525. I'm not a great numerologist, but if you type angel number 525 into Google, some great numerologists have good content out there on that. And then you can also type angel number 525 love if you want it to specifically pertain to a love message. And Pile 1 soulmate. Okay, so we have the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles again, showing up again, and the Knight of Wands again. Okay, so that's that moment where they meet you. They're shaking things up for you. It's like when they meet you and they see you, their whole world changes. They're like, that is who I want, and I have to go after her or him. I have to go after this person, this Queen of Pentacles. I need them. Okay, I'm gonna get some charms for you. This can be a little loud, so you may want to mute, turn the volume down, take your headphones out. So for pile 1, okay. So let's hold that down. Can we see that? Pretty good. Okay. So we have the linked keys. For me, this is kind of like a home, wanting to own a home together. You will own a home together one day. Then we have the rune of being frozen in place, stuck in place. They could feel stuck in place until they could feel like their whole world stops when they meet you, to be honest. Keys are always about finding solutions. This is a blocked, this is your, which chakra? I'm so bad at I'm horrible at the symbols sometimes. I think this is your throat. That's not throat. Is that throat? Let me check my little reference sheet over here. Yes, this is your throat chakra. I shouldn't doubt myself. They have a blocked throat chakra coming out. So there may be some stunts in communications at some point when it comes to this relationship. And we also have a blocked sacral. Sacral? Yes, sacral chakra. No, this is root. Yeah. Blocked root chakra. So there may be some changes to security, and that's your soul, that's your sacral. I'm still thinking sacral. It may be like when that passionate, flirtatious energy gets shut down, it makes them feel a little bit like not, blocked or things. And then we have the big sister charm coming out. There could be somebody could have a sibling, a big sister involved in this. That could give good advice. That could be the professional advice involved. But this could also be like, maybe when you shut them down, you're like, no, you're like a brother or sister to me. Why could never? Then we have Scorpio energy coming out. In the bowl, we have clear quartz. This is a good healing crystal. We've got the donut charm. To me, this is like a sweet treat. We also have the peacock ore. This is like, for me, I associate this with wealth. I don't know if there's any actual meaning to that that I don't know about. If anybody knows, feel free to drop it in the comments and educate me. This is a worry doll. So there is some stress around this. And then this is my black strawberry. It's like the concern that a fruit is over ripening, that they're gonna miss their chance with you. The black heart. So this is like someone who's like worried that they're a little too dark, too much at times. The star ball. This is like, for me, someone's that's just very different and kind of like fantastical almost. Then we have Sagittarius coming out in the bowl. So someone who is really like fun, outgoing, optimistic, kind of grandiose energy. And we've got the big mermaid. So that is like kind of like a calling, a longing, very mysterious energy, seductive energy. Your soulmate could be someone who you feel instantly very attracted to. So because we have one of the big mermaids, we will get a sea melody card for you as well. So for pile 1, We have travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. So yeah, when you meet your soulmate, there's might be more to them than meets the eye. Like it's like you're kind of gonna only see the surface of them. You also got one of my gemstones in here, so we're gonna get you a crystal wisdom card. And we have fairy stone. Good fortune. I am open to receive all the goodness the universe has to offer me, all at all times and in all ways. The fairy stone kind of just speaks to like, well, good luck, obviously, but just kind of the unexpected nature of things. Because fairy stones are not super common, and it's like your person, your soulmate, is not going to be very common. We're also going to grab you a chakra card as well, because we had 2 of my chakra charms come out. So we have the heart chakra. Love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Yeah, your person is full of love. That is super apparent. Okay, so that is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonates or makes you feel good. Remember, you never have to take anything you don't like in a tarot reading. This is just general, and it is for fun, but it seems like this is a really wonderful person. And I would love to have you subscribe if you like my content and you want to stick around for more. Or if you feel inclined, you can hop on down to the description box where you can find my Instagram handle. I do put out daily readings and content over there. And if you follow, once a month I give a free private reading away to one of my subscribers. And I would love to have you over there. So if this is where you leave me today, I hope you have a blessed day, or morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks, bye. Hello everyone who chose pile number 2. This is your card. Oh, my battery thing just dinged, so hold on just a moment. Okay, so we have the battery charged up. Sorry about that, pile 2. But this was the focus you were drawn to. This is your love oracle, your lover's oracle, and it says embrace. Through each other, you find the missing piece. So your soulmate is really going to feel like someone who's always been a part of you, of who you are, and just kind of like coming home to each other. It's going to feel just like you all have always belonged together, at least when you all finally come into union. So let's get some cards, some tarot cards. How are you going to meet this soulmate? How are you going to recognize that you're meeting your soulmate? Pile number 2. How is pile number 2 going to recognize this soulmate? We have the 7 of Wands. How is pile number 2? Strength. The Queen of Cups. Number 2. How are they going to... Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I have recovered the tarot card that went flying. The Page of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords came out. And then your flyer, Page of Pentacles. Pentacles don't usually move like that. And then your back of deck here is the Hermit. And also I'm going to take these, I'm going to take these 2. Yeah. I'm going to take her 2. Okay. For your back of deck, we're going to take the Hermit, the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and then the Empress. Okay, so what kind of period are you going to be in when you meet your soulmate? How are you going to know you're going to meet them? Well, when you meet them, they might kind of put your defenses up at first. You might not really see them as someone that you are wanting, recognizing as someone that you want to be in a relationship with at all. At first, you're going to be kind of on guard, and it's probably because you're in a period of really kind of resting at that point. You're not exactly open to relationships because you're a little withdrawn, and you're a little maybe you've just come out of a cycle of being in a bad relationship, or just feeling a little left out or a little left behind in love, and you're a little more in your mental energy, not so much in your emotions. But when you meet this person, when you meet your soulmate, you're going to have a strong emotional connection to them immediately. And it's going to that's going to make you kind of get a little defensive, to be honest. You're going to be like, oh, no, that's not really where I'm at right now. I'm not really interested in that feeling right now. And it might not even be something you're consciously thinking that you want to do. You may even be thinking right now, no, I want love. But subconsciously, that's what your energy is doing. Subconsciously, at least, you are kind of actually trying to protect yourself from heartbreak again. So your energy is kind of being like, no, I'm not really ready for like real love again. I just want like maybe a superficial love. But this person comes on, and they're not exactly what you're expecting or what you're wanting on the surface. Like they don't exactly present the way you're picturing your next partner or your next soulmate. So you're like, I don't know, but you feel very strongly drawn to them. And they're persistent in wanting to talk to you or get to know you or hang out. And slowly but surely, this grows into a very stable, abundant, happy connection for you. And you feel very, very secure with them. And that is why they are your soulmate, because they're able to pull you out of this unconscious kind of hurt. They're kind of helping you along on this journey. They're not doing the work for you because they can't, but they're like helping you to kind of heal some wounding that maybe you're not even aware you have. Pile number 2. But it's very cute. It's very soft and beautiful. It's very loving and tender, even with, it's kind of, it kind of reminds me of like the like, not enemies to lovers trope in books, but kind of like, like you're not quite friends at first, but it's like you're like, this guy or this girl, like please don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. But like they hang out, and it's not like you don't like them, but you're just not open to them at first. But they keep showing up, and they keep being around, and they genuinely like you and want to be around you. And you're like, why am I being so rude to you? But they keep showing up, and they soften your heart, and they show you that you're lovable, and you do like them. Like, that's the thing, is like, even though you're presenting like, I don't really want to talk to you, why are you here? You do like their attention and their time, and you like what they are. But let's find out what they are. Let's get their personality now. What's pile number 2 soulmate like, spirit? And we have the shadow. What's pile number 2 soulmate like? And then we have the king, the desert, and the unseen. Okay. So your person, your soulmate, they are very comfortable sitting with uncomfortable feelings, or dealing with things that most people would shy away from. With the shadow energy, they kind of accept that like sadness and anxiety and some of these more turbulent feelings that people feel are just a part of life, and they are able to accept that in themselves, but also in other people. And they may be someone that a lot of people turn to when there are problems. Like, a lot of people come to them with, like, for advice, or just to be around, or when there are problem, anything that comes up, they know they can go to this person, because they're like, I know so and so is going to be okay. They're not gonna shut me down. They're not gonna turn me down. Like, if I come to them with this problem, they can handle it. And it's because of this energy that they have within them. It's just like they are comfortable knowing that, like, the darkness in people is not necessarily bad. It just is. But then they also, with this king, they're someone who's quite dignified. They have like a poise about them. And it's not necessarily like, it's almost off. No, I don't want to say off-putting. It's unsettling. It's like they kind of, it's almost like they lie, especially paired with this unseen. It's like they wait for people, the other person, to make a move all the time. And maybe that's why they make you a little defensive at first. It's like they're always watching other people. They're very, it's not like they think they're better or anything like that, but it's like they know how to wait for what they want. They know that what's it's like what's for them will come to them. They don't need to go get it, sort of thing. But it's not like in a rude way. It's like in a way where they're like, no, I don't have to go try and make things happen, because the things I need are coming. They'll be here, sort of energy. Then with the desert, it's like this person can go a long time without needing anybody else. And it's almost like maybe they kind of give off this energy that they don't necessarily want, or it's like they maybe they're not the best communicators at times, even, because they don't necessarily need a lot from other people. Like, they don't need to socialize a lot. They're a little introverted, perhaps, but it's like they don't need a lot of social interaction. They're not quite a loner, because they are quite. It seems like they're with the king energy very good at being social and interacting when they need to, but it's like they don't need to. They can sustain. They kind of are self-contained with their energy. And with the unseen, it's like they almost prefer to be in the background. And they also have this awareness of just like a spiritual type. They just have an awareness that there's more to the world and the way things work and people than what we see and what's going on. And so they don't like make snap judgments, or they're not a super impulsive person. They're very stable. Yeah, they're pretty stable. Let's see what else we have for them. We have a little corgi. So they do have a really fun, playful side, though, to their personality. And that's probably something that they only let a few select people see. We also have the sunflower on the record player. I feel like they have something about them that is a little old-fashioned or traditional. They probably like to keep to themselves in certain ways. I get the sense with that they're private, a little bit. And then we have the Korean love symbol. They could have like an offbeat hobby, like they could be into K-pop, or something of the nature where it's like something that you wouldn't expect, or it's a little different. It's not quite, I mean, K-pop's getting to be kind of mainstream, but it's not something that is as common. And also, they do have like a soft, affectionate side that you just wouldn't see. Yeah, they are quite loving to the people that are very close to them. And it's just not something that comes, it's not something that they put at the forefront, but it is there. They do feel like someone who has a lot of emotion that they carry. It's just not something that is put out all the time at the forefront of their energy. Okay. Be impeccable with your word. Express your love. Impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you express that love in your interactions with others, and that action will produce a like reaction. So your person has learned how to really love who they are, and that might have been a really hard thing for them to do. I feel like this person had to go through a lot of adversity at a young point in their journey, so that learning self-love was a very big turning point for them. And so because of that, when they choose to love somebody, and they will love you as their soulmate, that love is so beautiful and pure, and it's hard to break that love, you know. Don't make assumptions. Discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. Yeah, your person is like, does not like drama, does not want to be involved in drama, does not want, they're like a person who is like, nope, the second that starts, they do not want to be a part of it. And that's part of why they like have that desert energy, and they tend to want to keep to themselves, because they don't want to be involved in that sort of thing pretty much ever. So don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. It's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions, because you will know the truth. Your person is a pretty inquisitive person. They like to have all the information before they make a move. And also, your person is going to want to know a lot about you. They're going to ask you a lot of weird questions. Like, that's how... that's another way you're gonna know that that's your soulmate. They're gonna like ask you weird random. You're gonna be like, why are you asking me that question? But they're like, they have an inquisitive mind. They want to know when they're interested or when they're unclear. They're gonna want to know everything about a situation to resolve it. How to soulmate? Can you tell me? Denial. Detach with love to see, to clearly see the truth. So to me, that's more confirmation from Spirit that when you first encounter this person, you may not be able to recognize that this is going to be a soul connection. But fate, this is a destined partnership. This person is going to be persistent, and they're going to stick around, and it is going to work out. Children are important to this partnership. This person could have children when you meet them, or they could have a very childlike aspect to their personality, in that they could be someone who comes off. They could have, actually, I'm not thinking that they're going to seem childlike. I get more that they might, if they don't have children, they're going to have like a youthful appearance, in the sense that they're going to look younger than they are. You're going to be like, what? I thought you were like 19 when they were actually like 32 or something, you know, or something along those lines. Like, they're going to look more youthful, or they're going to have children. This is general, so it could mean a lot of different things. Okay. Memory. So for some of you, this person is going to come into your life, and then because of your defensiveness, there's going to be a period of separation before they come back in. For others, this person, well, for pretty much all of you, I feel like this person is going to be hard to not think about. Like, I don't know that this is a card that is about their personality so much as like this is a person. Well, I feel like, I guess it is their personality, about their person. There's someone who, like, you can't for some reason stop, get out of your head about them, like, or yeah, stop thinking about them in your head. You're constantly like, why am I thinking about this person? Why? Because they just keep popping up all the time in your thoughts and your daydreams and things like that once you encounter them. And then protection. This person is actually going to be quite protective of people, the people in their purview, and it'll be kind of subtle because they're not really a loud person, but like they'll always be doing little things to make sure that things are running smoothly and no one's being like bullied or taken advantage of in a situation where they can, like if they're in charge in the workplace, they'll try and make sure everyone's getting a fair schedule, or if they're at a party, they'll try and make sure that like no one's standing off by themselves. They'll do little things just to make sure that everyone feels safe and included in an environment, but it won't be like overt things that'll make you be like, oh, that's a protective person. But they will be always constantly monitoring to try and make sure that people are safe, and like you will feel safe in this person's presence. Like you won't ever feel like this person is not got your, doesn't have your back or something like that. How to soulmate. Neptune. So this person has a ability to access like the realms of like the spirit and reality in a way that is just kind of different from other people. And it's like with that card, it's almost like they have like this sense about them that they see the world in a very different way to other people, and not like in just like in a different way that is kind of more enlightened than others, a different moral way, a different spiritual way than people. And they always are, there's also an energy with this card that they are always kind of sacrificing something of themselves for others. That they're always kind of like in this energy of giving up their time or their energy or their peace of mind or something to make things right for other people. We also have air coming out. They could be an air sign. But again, they're a very kind of intellectual person. That's kind of coming through here. It's come through a few times in this card. And then Neptune again confirms kind of that being comfortable with darker energies. But with it being air sign, or with air coming through, so someone who is a little more intellectual, a little more comfortable in their mind more than their emotions, and also someone who can be really good at communicating at times, or enjoys a good conversation from time to time with people that they are comfortable with. But also someone who can be a little difficult at times to understand if you are more of an emotional person. Okay, we have Neptune coming out again. Yeah, so yeah, again, like look at what some of the keywords on this card is. Inspiring others with and being prepared to sacrifice for yielding is the only way to sacrifice. Confusion around or regarding the idolization of sacrifice. Yeah, so this person is a little self-sacrificing in their energy here. But I don't think it's a bad thing about them. I feel like it kind of tempers some of their air energy there, because I feel like they almost need to be this way in order to keep themselves from going like too far in the direction of intellectualizing, you know, like this Neptunian energy keeps them connected to their heart space. What about, and I also think that this Neptune coming out twice, they would do anything for you, pile 2, like once you guys are in union, they would do anything, yeah, to protect you. Protection is coming out again. This person, and this card also kind of reminds me of the Empress and abundance. Like, this person really wants to work to kind of protect. Oh, I kind of see. Children could also mean that they really desire to protect. With this, I'm seeing protection next to the children card. For some of you, your soulmate could be someone who very strongly wants to protect their future, their family. This could resonate a couple ways with, you know, for different people, because we are channeling general energies for multiple people who could be coming to this pile. 29, coming to life. Yeah, so I feel like your soulmate is someone who is someone who kind of only shows like is like someone who kind of only shows this side of themselves to select people. Like, they are controlled and calm and statuesque in certain environments when they need to be. They're kind of in this air energy where they're collected and intellectual and kind of not as approachable. But when it comes to people they love and are close to, they are this spiritual, protecting, loving, vibrant person who is kind of goofy and full of love, because I feel like we've had kind of conflicting energies come through for this person, and maybe they are a little bit like that, and that's why it's a little hard to get a handle on them at first for you, and again, like, you all had the, you know, missing pieces. Maybe you coming into union with you helps this person kind of balance out, where they can be more comfortable expressing both sides of themselves. So let's see what your person is like on their feminine side, because we all have both feminine and masculine regardless of our gender. So on their feminine side, what is your person and your soulmate energy like? Pile 2, what is their feminine energy like? Okay, inner peace coming out. So on their feminine side, let's get one more. What else for their feminine side? Okay, 2 more. And Sekhmet, healing, and Isis, strength. So on their feminine side, the focus of their energy is on that, on like healing and strength and peace and calm, and kind of trying to, and I feel like that's where their protection and their sacrifice energy kind of comes from, because they're able to kind of find a lot of peace and calm from being able to help others through shadow energy, even if sometimes it kind of takes away from their ability to, you know, to be alone and isolated, which is what they kind of, I think, like in their natural, if left to their own devices. So on their masculine side, what is your person like? We have Ganesha, obstacles, Lug, skill, and the Jade Emperor, organization. So on the masculine side, your person is very, this is like their kind of their air energy coming through. They are very good at moving forward. This is kind of like that unseen king energy. This is that air energy. They can, they're efficient. They know how to make plans and like move, they're like, they are, how do I want to say this? They are the person who can make the plan, execute the plan, and be home by 5 o'clock with everything done without even needing a team if they want to. Like, they're that person. And they almost prefer it that way. They're like, I'd rather just do it all myself. I don't even really even want to get the help. Like, I can be the jack of all trades, and honestly, I can be the king of all trades too. Like, they're pretty good at moving through what they need to move through, and they are, honestly, I would say that this person actually probably sits in their masculine energy more than their feminine energy. They probably feel more comfortable in their masculine energy. I'd say most likely they sit with this Jade Emperor the most. With that reminds me of that king energy, just letting things work out for them. Like, they make the plan, and then the plan executes the way they wanted it to, and things come to them. So let's see what messages this person, your soulmate, would have for you, pile 2. What would your soulmate want to say to you? I do like them. They have like a cute side. I'm electrified by you. I am bleeding, but you can't see my blood. Yeah, they've been through some stuff. But like, they've overcome it though. What would pile 2 soulmate say to them? They're definitely someone who would take care of their partner. Want to. Okay, has too much time passed. I feel like that's kind of their analytical mind. Just worrying, like, especially if you're one of the people who might have that separation period after that initial meeting. You take my breath away. And that also can just signify, signify how much of an overthinker they might be with that air energy that we saw. Air signs do tend to be in their head a lot. Pile number 2, soulmate. Everything I do reminds me of you. And then you are my destiny. Yeah, with that Strength and Queen of Cups. They definitely are going to feel deeply connected to you. Number 2, Soulmate. Number 2, Soulmate. I just want space. Yeah, with that Desert card, it might be them who gets a little defensive, but also I'm ready. So, they feel like there's someone who can be a little not quite hot and cold, but kind of stop-start energy with them. But it's also maybe it's like they're not saying, it's kind of like they're saying, I need space all the time. That doesn't mean I'm not ready. Okay. And if they had a song for you, what would it be? She's fallen in love now, losing control now, fighting the truth, trying to hide, but I think it's all right. Yeah, I think it's all right. Rust, losing control. Yeah, so it's like, love is kind of scary, but it's okay. Like, even though they know that maybe there's been a bad relationship in the past, and maybe they've had one too, they're like, it's okay that there's love here. So your angel number is going to be 256. I'm not a great numerologist, but there are great ones out there. So if you type in angel number 256 into Google, some really good numerologists already have done great work, and you can get an extra message. And if you want one specifically for love, you can type angel message 256 love, and you will get one for love. So what extra tarot messages can we get for pile 2 Soulmate? Get one more. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, Death, and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, they are wanting, or what this meeting between you all will be like a rebirth in passion for both of you all, and it will help one or both of you all to kind of get out of your head with anxiety and things like that. And it's going to be pretty good all around. And it's going to be a lot of mutual attraction, physical attraction here. So we're going to get some charms as well. This part can be a little loud, so you might want to turn your volume down, mute, or take your headphones out. So for pile number 2, some messages or charms Okay, I'm going to move this here. You should be able to see that. Okay, so we have a message in a bottle. So this person is going to be very good at communicating with you. We have the homeowner keys. So there is going to be, we have both set of homeowner keys. So you all may quickly move into some type of living arrangement or some type of commitment. There is a worry doll in here. This one's pretty broken down though. So there might be some unraveling of stress happening. We do have the let's see, the heart key. So someone has the key to a heart in this situation. We have the rune for birth and fertility. We have the rune of protection. Pretty sure that's the protection one. We have the band of attraction. We have, for me, this is this means you're like a rare find, a treasure. We've got movement. We've got my little elephant charm, which is like loyalty. It also means obstacles being torn down. We've got the India rupee. So someone could have a tie to India. It's also from 1995. So someone could be born in that year. We've got the integrity band. So this person, your soulmate, is going to have a lot of integrity. The intertwined hearts. We've got the clear heart. So this is going to be a very strong connection that no one's going to have any doubts about. Then we have this is the, which chakra is this? This, I can't think of any of my chakra symbols today. I'm losing it. This is throat. This is the throat chakra. It's unblocked. So communication is going to be very good between you all. We have Z and we have O. Those could be initials. They could be yours or they could be your future soulmates. Z also sometimes makes me think of very restful, being able to get stressed. We also have the disco ball, which for me is like good times coming in, you know, like a lot of fun. Because we have the chakra charm coming out, I'm going to pull you an extra card from my chakra deck. Let me get it here. Okay. For pile number 2, we have the crown chakra coming out for you. Calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So your person could also be someone who's quite good at being calm, or very calm, even tempered. They could be someone who meditates. So yeah, that is what I have for you, pile number 2. If you resonated, do feel free to like or subscribe if you like the vibe here. Do remember it's general, so only take the parts that you really enjoy, and it is a future reading, so future energies are always open to change. If you enjoyed my vibe and you want more readings from me, I do put out daily or almost daily content on my Instagram channel. You can find the information for that below in the description box. And I do give away a free private reading once a month to one of my followers at random, and I would love to have you there. But if this is where you choose to leave me, do enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are in the world. Bye! Hello, if you chose pile number 3, or this card here, this is going to be your reading. This is your lover's oracle. It says, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I feel like when you meet this soulmate, they are going to help you really make a change. Like you will come into a new emotional state that is going to be better, more free than you've felt in a really long time. And it's going to be just really beautiful and freeing for you, and that's going to start a new chapter in your life. So, that being said, let's see here. So we're going to get some tarot to see how you might recognize when you're meeting the soulmate. So what is going to be going on for pile 3? How will they recognize when they meet their soulmate? We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles. For pile 3. the... Oh, that person was the King of Pentacles. I said Eight of Pentacles, but I guess I knew it was coming because this is the Eight of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. What else for pile 3? How are they going to recognize the soulmate? How are they going to recognize? We have the King of Cups. How are they going to recognize the soulmate? And then Death. Okay. Back of deck. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Six of Swords. Tower. And Justice. Okay. I'm actually going to pull these 2 more. I normally didn't pull this much for any of the other piles, but don't tell them. Okay, 4 of Wands and 6 of Wands. Okay, so we'll slide these down. But sometimes you need it for the story. For get the full picture, okay? Okay. Alright, so when you meet this new soulmate coming in, I feel like for most of you, you're going to have just kind of left something pretty stable with you're going to have left something stable. It could have been an old relationship. It could have been a job. It could have been a family home. It could have been a lot of things. Whatever it was, though, it felt really secure. And leaving it it was a big change, but it felt right for you to make this move. And it's been, you were going to be a little bit on your guard, a little defensive, not towards this person, just in general, because everything is a little shifting when you're meeting them in your life. But you are moving forward. You're moving through this energy, and you are in a transformative period. But when you do meet them, you are emotionally receptive to them because you are working on yourself, and you recognize pretty quickly that this is a person that you want in your life, and for you guys, the good news is that you all seem to come pretty quickly into a pretty good union with them, a pretty happy union or relationship of some kind. Even if you start as friends and move pretty slowly through it, you all come into a pretty clear, quick relationship pretty easily. So that's nice. I like that. It just seems like the biggest thing is that when you meet them, your life is a little bit in transition. So the problems that you might run into, you might run into a little bit of stop-start energy because you are just in a period of your life where things are not on solid ground. So it's a little bit hard to figure out when you're going to have time to see each other, or if you're going to be in the same place, those sorts of things. Or you might be, if you're leaving a marriage, you might, have divorce papers to deal with. There's different things, because this is general, so there's lots of stuff that's coming through as what you could be leaving here. But overall, I'm getting that you feel good about what you're leaving, even though it was secure, and it was very stable. It wasn't right, and it wasn't right. So you're glad to be out of it, and you're just surprised. It's almost like there's this surprise that you're already moving so quickly into something that you feel so emotionally secure and happy about with this new soulmate. So even though, like, a lot of you might not have been leaving a relationship. Some of you might have been, like I said, just leaving a city or a job. Alright, so let's find out what personality, what's your soulmate like, pile 3? What's pile 3 soulmate like? Okay, so we have Thanatos, the riddle, the sword, and the forest. Your person's a little bit of an enigma, and it's kind of funny with how happy your cards are that Thanatos is the first one out. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but so Thanatos is death, and so it's like maybe the reason your person is so easy for you to get aligned with is because your person is kind of a person who's very like comfortable with transformation energy, because maybe they're always kind of changing, and they are kind of with the Thanatos and then the riddle being the first two things out on the table here for what they're like. It seems like they're kind of a person who is like always kind of throwing something different. You never know what to expect with their personality. Maybe one day they have blue hair, and then next week all of a sudden they have bright pink hair. Or one day they are, you know, telling dad jokes, and then next week they are talking in the royal we. You know, like, those are really extreme examples, but it's kind of like that energy where they're like, they're always kind of reinventing themselves, and people are never really sure what kind of thing they're going to get. But at the same time, with the sword, they have an authenticness to them that is undeniable, and they are sincere and very truthful. So people don't dislike this about them because it is true to who they are. It's not like they're trying to do this to be to find themselves. It's like they just are who they are, and if they didn't do this, it would be less honest, you know? And then with the forest, your person has this air of mystery about them. They may even be a Scorpio, to be honest. They may have, or have a lot of Scorpio in their chart, but they have this like magnetic quality to their energy that's coming through, where it's just like you meet them and you're just like, you're drawn in immediately by them, but it's almost a little intimidating, like not scary, but not like scary in like a horror movie way, but kind of like exciting scary. You know, you're like, oh, I don't know, I've never felt like this when I talked to somebody before. I don't know, I like it though. So let's get some more cards. What's your soulmate like, pile 3? Pile 3's soulmate like. Pile 3's soulmate, what are they like? Okay. So we have the mixtape, or well, it's not mixtape, it's 2 interlocked hands. The palm holding the planets. We have the Am I Taking Crazy Pills? And we have the Sad Songs mixtape. So your person has like, I think your person might have a kind of like a emo kid aesthetic, or like a grunge aesthetic maybe, or like some kind of punk goth aesthetic, something a little different like that. It might not be one of those, but something unique in their aesthetic that is expresses an emotionality. of some kind. They are not afraid to speak on their emotions either, or to share with you how they feel, or to let you know immediately how much they like you or how important you are, or that you kind of hold their feelings in the palm of your hand. And that might be why it's so easy for you to suddenly come into union with them, because they're not afraid to share with you how they feel. What else about... don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreed to communicate this way. We have agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. So your person may even... I feel like I normally don't read this card this way, but I feel like your person may like almost unconsciously know how you're feeling sometimes, or just pick up on your moods, or you all might even come share like a telepathic bond pretty quickly in your relationship. Don't take anything personally. Be immune to others' opinions. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Yeah, your person is kind of... they march to the beat of their own drum, and they're not really afraid to do that. I feel like some of these cards came out for pile 1. That's odd. Maybe your soulmate watched pile 1 and you watched this. I don't know. There might be some messages for you in pile 1, possibly. I think the crazy pills definitely did, but I'm not sure. Anyways, but anything else in this deck? Thank you. Okay. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. Your person is a live in the moment kind of person. They may be a little impulsive. I'm getting that, especially with the Thanatos energy, that they might be a bit of a risk taker, and not in a horrible way, but like if you say, let's go get tacos at 1 a.m., they're like, okay, sure, and before you can be like, I was kidding, their shoes are on and they're already out the door, kind of thing. What else about pile 3 soulmate? Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. This person, they go with the flow. They don't try and figure out necessarily why everything happened, or like what the big message of life is, or anything like that. Like maybe they do a little, but for the most part they're like, it is what it is and we're just going to move forward. Intuition, you already know the answers you seek. This person is a pretty intuitive person. They're kind of able to figure things out, or just know things about other people, about situations. They may be kind of almost an empath in certain ways, but it's just like they'll just kind of always sort of be on a step ahead of the game with things, and they'll just kind of be like, oh yeah, I knew that, and you'll be like, I didn't tell you, and you'll be like, yeah, they'll be like, I'm sure you did, but you'll be like, no, I don't think I did, but it'll be like that kind of thing with them. Self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. This person is someone who takes care of themselves. I feel like not necessarily in the self-care sense. I feel like they take pride in making sure that they look good. But not in like a vain way, but they take pride in their appearance. What else about product threes? I feel like this person's sense of style and expression is really important to them. Grace. Yeah, so this person, I think like, there is something kind of almost ethereal about this person, about like, either like the way they move or the way they dress or the way they look. Something about their person comes off as kind of out of this world or magical or something different. Happiness. This person is generally or genuinely, generally, I think, sort of, most of the time, this person is a pretty happy person. They stay in a pretty good energy for the most part. They kind of live in their own bubble in a sense, and once you are with them, they kind of let you in their bubble, and it's a good place to be honest. Aries. So this person is a really passionate person. They might be a very physical person if you end up in that part of a relationship with them. They are someone who can be forceful though. Like, even though they're happy-go-lucky and they are kind of off march into the beat of their own drum, and they can be kind of loving and accepting, they have these moments where they can just explode and you're like, oh my gosh, where did all of that come from? Anything else? Yeah, and the sun coming out again. So that's like that same like happiness energy and stuff, but again, like this there is this like undercurrent of just them having this drive and force that can kind of come out of nowhere sometimes, come out of left field and just catch you off guard, and you're like, oh, that's a lot of energy and fire that I didn't know was there. Or well, I did know, but it just surprises me every time. Soulmate. What else? Okay, we have Cancer coming out as well. This person could also be someone who kind of handles their emotions in a different way. They may approach feelings, projects, ideas, just about anything. They kind of come at it from a different angle than you're expecting. They always kind of catch you off guard. And a lot of times it's pleasantly. You're like, oh, that's not really what I was expecting. But I like it, or you handled it in a way that I feel good about, or, I wouldn't have thought of it that way. And they do have a lot of very deep emotions, and when those emotions are activated, they stay for a long, long time, So, yeah. So they just feel very, very deeply connected to their feelings at all times, but they can also at the same time get a little caught up in their feelings, or in their past feelings, or in their feelings about the past, and kind of get a little bit bogged down by that. And sometimes that Thanatos energy can talk about that as well. Courage. So your person is a very courageous person as well, and that sun energy is kind of represented with that card too. There's someone who like has these moments, these bursts of just like you're like, where did all this fire, this passion, this, like, they can be so brave and out there, and you're just like, I just really love that energy in you. And also psychic ability is coming out again. So like that intuition card, they do sometimes just strike you as being someone who is kind of just has this weird way of kind of just knowing things, or just being in sync with you in a way that you're just not used to with other people. What else about pile 3 soulmate? Like your relationship just feels kind of magical in a sense and effortless. Okay, so we have number 2, gentle gardener, and number 25, metamorphosis. So yeah, that's that same energy that we talked about at the beginning. Your person changes a lot, is constantly wanting to express themselves in new and different ways, and it's oftentimes I feel like it comes out in their physical appearance, but there is underneath all of whatever they're projecting, this fire energy and all of that, there is this very soft, loving person who wants to connect and take care and love their partner or their family or their very close friends. So let's see what energy is in your person's feminine side, because no matter what gender they are, they have both a feminine and a masculine. So let's see what their feminine is represented with. So we have self-care coming out again, wisdom, creative luck, and reinvention, and then determination. Okay, so on the feminine side, it looks like your person is someone who is again constantly wanting to reinvent their passions, and always reapproaching how they look at things and how they do things and how they take care of themselves. They take pride in like re-looking or recreating their image, and I really think that I truly think with this pile, there is going to be that your soulmate is going to have a very unique dress style, and that is going to change frequently. It may be their hair, or it may be their, if it's a female, it'll be their makeup. It could be a lot of things, but I feel like there is going to be a strong emphasis on appearance, and not in a negative way, not in a vain way, but in an expression way. And on their masculine side, let's see what energies are coming out for them there. So we have perfection and guidance and protection. So yeah, what's interesting here, with guidance being Odin, Odin was known for his psychic abilities in a sense with the divination arts. He is tied to runes, and so it's like your soulmate on the masculine energy has a strong sense of intuition on the masculine side, which is intuition is normally tied to the feminine side, but also the sense of needing to be very meticulous about how it's practiced, and very careful about how it's presented. So it's like your person has a very peculiar way of presenting their masculine energy. It's but your person will be a very your soulmate, it's like your soulmate will be a very artistic person, I'm thinking, but also someone who is very very intuitive and very I'm strong, not possibly physically, but mentally strong. They could be someone who is in an esoteric art form. So they could be a tarot reader, a diviner of some kind. They could be, I feel like maybe an aura reader for some reason is standing out to me. But that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. What kind of messages would Pile 3's soulmate say to them? I cannot handle any more heartbreak. I am taking my time. We have all the time in the world. I want to be there for you to take care of you. Our love can power galaxies. How do I get you alone? Do you miss us the way I do? Don't give up on us. I dream with a second chance. Or I dream of a second chance with you. For some of you, this could be someone who, this could be a past energy wanting to reconcile. Now, I don't feel like that is for all of you, but with that 10 of Pentacles being up there, like I said, a lot of you all are walking away from something. Look at what was here. With the 8 of Pentacles, I do feel like a lot of you all, there is a new soulmate coming in. But for some of you all, there is an opportunity to work on something with a past partner. And if this feels like someone from your past, there is an opportunity to make that work, if that is what you're wanting. If it is not, and that person was not good for you, you do not need to take that. Reach out. And remember that these are general readings, so messages are going to come through for lots of people who need to hear lots of different things. So only take the parts of this reading that are meant for you. 11, this love scares me. Some of you in this reading could be meeting a soulmate that is going to have elements of this, personality, or parts of this journey, So just especially the channel messages, only take what the ones that feel like they're yours, Okay. And for the song we have, can't help
myself. Got secrets I can't tell. I love the smell of gasoline. I like the match to taste the heat. I've always liked to play with fire. Sam Tenez, play with fire. So yeah, your person's a little bit of a firecracker. That's that Sun Aries energy coming out. So let's get some angel numbers for you. Pile 3. We have 411. That's an information number. In one country. I'm not a great numerologist, but there are some great ones on Google. So if you type in 411 angel number, some messages will come up from people who do lots of great numerology. If you want one specifically for love, type in 411 angel number love. So let's get some tarot, some more tarot in the bowl for you. Pile 3. Okay, so we have the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles again. That's a third king for you guys. I wonder if some of you all have multiple soulmates converging on you here. Maybe that's why there was a lot of confusion. So with the Emperor and the King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, so this person is working to control, not wanting to come at this with just like a physical approach when they first come towards you, because they want this to be something more. They want there to be an emotional connection, even though they do find you to be very physically appealing. That is the message that I get from that. So we're going to get some charms, some additional charm messages. This part can be loud, so turn down your volume, mute, or take your headphones out. So charms for pile 3 on that oh, we got a lot. Okay. Okay, so we have the protection rune, and we have... Oh, no, this is not. This is Wunjo. This is about joy, and success, and friendships, and harmony, and positive energy. And then this is Manaz. This is about humanity, personal growth, connection to higher self, awareness, intellectual clarity. And then we've got, oh gosh, you've got a lot of runes in here. So then we have, let's see, this is Isa. This is about, this is a delay rune. It's about stillness, returning to what is, kind of a slowness to change. This one is Rithu. It's about reconnection, reunions, spiritual quest. It's kind of like the wheel in tarot, in my opinion. And then we have, let's see, this is Fahu, I think. Yeah, Fahu. And then this one is about wealth, fertility, prosperity, abundance, about effort paying off. What else can I think of off the top of my head? It's kind of about like projecting energy. Okay, so I think that's all the runes in your bowl. Yep. Okay. So we have a dice here with the number 6 coming up. You can add that to your angel number there. But that might be about taking a risk. Then we have some Chinese zodiac coming out. I am losing my ability to speak this evening. So we have the year of the goat coming out. They could be born in this year. So your people in the year of the goat, they have like a this uncanny ability to kind of start off on the wrong foot with people. But they are very charming once they kind of get out of that. They're also elegant and artistic, but they can kind of be complaining. You have this pessimistic streak at time, and they have a tendency to really rely on material aspects of life. And then we also have the year of the dog. People born in the year of the dog tend to be very loyal, honest, faithful people. They can have a sharp tongue at time, and they are prone to worry a lot. They do, however, do well in business or activism. Let's see. And then we have the year of the horse. People born in the year of the horse are very hard workers. They're independent. They're very intelligent. They're very friendly. They can be a little selfish at time and cunning. And occasionally they can be egotistical. Those are just some like quick traits. There's a lot more on that. I'm not great at Chinese astrology. Then we have Gemini coming out. Capricorn twice. We've got special. This is going to be a super special connection for you. Made with a smile. This is my sun charm. We did have that sun energy. We've got snake. It could be the snake charm for me is about renewal, change. This relationship, whether it is a past or a new person, it is bringing about big changes. Then we have the Disney. This is like my Kingdom Hearts key. They could be someone who's super into Kingdom Hearts, or just Disney in general, or just someone who's playful like that. We've got more renewal energy, Scorpio energy with this skull charm. Then we've got the Ganesha elephant, breaking down obstacles. Butterfly, another charm of change. We've got the margarita in here. So they could be someone who enjoys a good margarita. They could be wanting to have drinks with you. That could be how you meet. You can meet over drinks. Be brave coming out. That lines up really with that courageous card. They are a brave person. We've got the crown chakra. There's someone who's very open to the universe, the world around them. We've got the worry doll. So there's some stress, some anxiety coming out. We've got the overripe strawberry. There's just this energy that there could be some concern about this taking too long. We've got a little piece of moonstone. This is like a mystical connection. And then we have G-A-N-Y as letters that could be your initials or theirs. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you do, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Or if you want more daily content from me, feel free to come on over to my Instagram. The information is down in the description box below. And I do give away a free private reading once a month to one of my subscribers at random. But if this is where you leave me, I do hope you enjoy your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Bye.